Hey everyone, this is Chris at Model Kit Builder and ModelKitBuilder.com. Now, you may seem like I went to start this channel and then basically disappeared off the face of the earth, which is kind of what happened actually. So we had a little bit of a delay. We got started on this 1944, then I had to basically move my bench from one location back to my main house again, and stuff sat in a pile here for a couple of months. It's now the first part of February, and I've got to get this ball rolling again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This has basically been boxed up in this box since I put it away in, I want to say December, and I don't have any updates posted since, like, the last time I posted an update was work that was done in, like, September or something ridiculous, you know, like 6 months ago, which is unacceptable. So what I'm going to do, and the videos I did post were, let's just say they were too long, too boring. I need to condense and work on my editing skills, try and figure out how to get this down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how far we actually got, and then I'll try and grab some clips of how it got to this point from all the footage I took before, condense this down into like a 12-minute video instead of having like 6, 20-minute videos. We're just going to get one video showing where we are, and then we're going to go from there, because we got to get moving. We got to get this ball rolling again. So this is where we are. I'll try to maybe explain a little bit what happened, and then I'll find the clips that show how we got to this point. So let's do it. All right. Instructions. Oh, this is good. This is what happens when you put stuff in a box for 6 months. I used gloss black with a brush to paint these, apparently. And, of course, they stuck to the paper because it's been various environments. So that's going to take a little bit of trimming and probably touching up with the paint. Yep, stuck to it. Nice. Always make sure it's dry before you flip, children, because that's what happens otherwise. So what else do we got here? Oh, that's where that went. Couldn't figure out where that was. It's like, I know I got another bottle of glue here. It was in the dang box. All right. Decals, I already cut out the one because I already got the interior halfway put together. Crappy looking as it is. So that's why that's cut out of there. Part's still on the tree, part's still on the tree. Here's my chassis. Now that's supposed to be a satin black, but I don't think I mixed it up quite right, and it's pretty glossy. So here is our frame with the engine sort of, see if I can get it to focus on there, sort of done. I still do not have the hoses and wires on there where I want them to be. Probably need to do a little more silver work to make some of these details pop out. But yeah, one thing I do remember was this exhaust pipe. Didn't feel real good, and I think it's because I had trouble lining up this. Oh, look, and that brake disc there is off there. The fit on these parts was not real good, if I remember right. So like this exhaust pipe didn't line up right. You can see this hump is supposed to be where that cross member is. It just didn't work out that way. It's not the greatest kit in the world, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad, but I've had better. And of course, I got glue goobered up everywhere. This is my first kit after coming back into this after several years. We'll show you some more videos of some of these kits I have laying around from then. Some of my skills gonna need a little bit of practicing coming back into it. Let's see, we got wheels, we got those done. They actually turned out pretty good. I had to repaint the plastic, but the wheels, I think they look real nice. I try to get, I don't know if you can see, they're good 10-footer scale. I mean, I can sit here at 10 inches and go, oh yeah, that's real nice. But come on, focus. You can see there's some glue issues and some paint. I don't know what you want to call it, coming off onto the chrome. Yeah, they're not perfect. Nothing about this kit's going to be perfect. Let me just warn you that right now. So we'll take the wheels and we'll stack them up over here. What we got, though, and this was me trying to fix an error I made, which I'll show you. And I didn't realize I left this taped up. Wow. that's probably not good. Because what happened was I needed to, you can still see some of it right here. I'm going to have to take and sand this down. Let me see if I can get it. Was I was painting this chrome strip. Let me just take this off of here because it's pretty pointless. Is I was painting this chrome strip and I goobered it. So I thought, hey, I'll just, I'll show you. And I'll find the clip and put that in here after the fact. So all this masking off of here. Basically what happened was I had to repaint an entire panel there, so I had to remask it. I need to go back and wet sand it again now. But yeah, you can still see it. And you can also see where I was an idiot and thought, yeah, I'll just use the modeling glue to do the clear parts. And of course, predictably, I got clear glue crap all over the clear window parts, which makes it look like garbage. So, like I said, not perfect. But anyway, here's the trim. If you can see right here behind the door panel, I goobered it up and I was like, oh, I'll just spray a little bit of paint into a piece of paper and use a brush and touch it up. Yeah, well, that didn't work out so well. You can still see where the texture got completely ruined. I'm going to try and wet sand that down and maybe try again with the paint. But otherwise, there's the green. If you can see the interior or not from this, try to angle this around. I don't think you can. Let me see if I can shine a light in there with my phone here or something. We went with the tan. Let's see if we can just get it in the back window. Maybe you can see it. Now that's kind of upside down. Tricky here, isn't it? Let's see. In the back window. There we go. Maybe that'll help. But you can see I painted the dash kind of a metallic-y red, and it won't focus on it. Thank you very much. It wants to focus on the window with some silver highlights. I cannot get that to go in to look in there properly. Well, when you see the video edit, I'll make sure to have a clip of that. But this side turned out real nice with the stripe. There's a little bit of fringing going on there, but this side I had masked and tried to tape it, and it just didn't work worth a crap. So that's where we're at. We're real close to being finished. It's just I messed up, and yeah. This one, yeah, I may have to go and wet sand some of this stuff down just a little bit, take some of these blemishes out. Oof, what happened? Oh, that's the, never mind. That's supposed to be there. Never mind. My little clips here. I wonder where those went to. So what we got left in here is just some random parts that need to get attached. Got the hood, had the same thing happen on the hood, was screwed that up. But this one, yeah, I painted back over it again. Let me see, take the phone out of the equation here. Let's take this tape off. And try not to break these hinges off. I'm gonna have to cut that off or I'm gonna break it. He says knowingly as he drops it on the ground table. So here I am 8 minutes into this video where I'm unboxing my previous work and talking about how I'm going to edit stuff down into less time. So yeah. Now this here, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can use that chrome marker that I got on that. That might actually provide a better solution. That actually doesn't look too bad. But like I said, I'm going to wet sand that down again too. Very carefully. But that's where we're at right now. From here on out, the rest of this video is going to be me showing you how we got here, little clips. I'm not going to just sit there and go on me fumbling around with the glue and the paint and being a complete moron about it. So let's move on. Sure, I'll know how it goes together before I go slapping glue on it and make a giant mess. Okay, so there's little notches. I gotcha. Little notches right there. That'll be a piece of cake. Drive shaft goes through there and is, yep, covered by that. Okay. And these guys go in. Ah, I see. Through the bottom, up through. There's a little notch there, like so. And then that tank will go onto this notch right here. So let's get the tank put together. Now we're dealing with tiny, tiny parts again, so we'll get the tweezies out. They make it real easy. You can see the unless that happens, which is no good because you're trying to get glue on there before it frickin' dries. There. Piece o' cake, man. And now I got glue all over it, so yeah, there's that. But that'll stick there real nice. Now, is that supposed to be a different color, or is that, no, that is a different color. Okay, that is supposed to be, so we might not glue that on just yet. We'll glue that on after I paint the frame, because that's supposed to be a bare metal like an aluminum. Okay. The rest of these parts, though, will get painted chassis black. There's your frame right there. Probably do that also. Now, like I said, this should just set right in there. That side does not want to notch in there. That's kind of a poor fit. That's interesting. Let's get a little bit more glue on there and see if maybe that'll help. Come on, wow. The back of that fits real nice, if you can see that. Come on, focus, camera. The back of this fits real nice. The front, however, does not. Okay, now if I remember right, it's with that side down and the big hole toward the outside. So those go up inside. Here, please, pretty please. Wow, okay, now it doesn't want to fit. There we go. Sort of. There. And we'll put a little bit more glue on those. Just okay, that should be our frame. If I let go of that, it more or less sticks together. Okay, so that's good. We'll leave that. Alright, so I'm trying to do some research on what the color of the transmission should be, and of course here's all kinds of 1944. Here's a Coupe, but look, this is kind of the color that I'm looking at is right here. I mean, if you can see that, it's a dark green. It almost looks black in there, but it's a dark green. I have metallic. I couldn't get just just a plain old gloss green, which would have been more correct. Now here's here's a used part from this website. I have no affiliation. Looking at this image here, if I had to guess, and apparently I do, I'm going to say that is like a steel color, not green. Doing that too, it also makes it real nice for painting because you can just hold on to that part since it's not going to be that color. Double check we got every place. Dull gold. But let's see here. This is the difference between aluminum and steel. There's labels on all four sides. Thank you, testers. I don't know if you can see on the camera the difference, but yeah, there is a difference. It's subtle, but it's there. So I'm going to use the steel color. Y pipe, that looks like our tailpipe. And yeah, sure enough, that's the muffler. Okay. Alright, so we're outside here. I gave it another coat of primer and I just sanded with some 320. Now I'm doing some final sanding with some 1000 grit. Try to take any last texture off of that. That's just texture and character, right? Yeah, that's the ticket. Alright, so we'll set that aside. Let that So we're done painting the body and the other 3 body parts, except for the inside of the hood. That'll have to come later, I guess. Inside of the fenders also. What do you still need to do? But the body's done. I don't know if you can see this on here, but my sanding the primer resulted in some scratches and scuffs that you can't see in the primer but showed up in the paint. I don't know if you can see that or not. So what I'm going to try to do is hit this with some like 1000 grit wet sanding and see what it does. So let's see how we can fare with this. I figure it either works or it doesn't, and then I gotta reprime it with a sandable filler primer, which when you're dealing with scale is always a crapshoot. So last time I was wet sanding the body on the 1940 Ford and I ran out of space on my card. And I didn't realize it, so I kept going and I kept going, but what we wound up with was we wet sanded this just ever so slightly. I think you saw that part. I then took it out, I gave it 2 more coats of the green, and quite frankly I think it turned out spectacular. I don't know how much of that you can actually see in the light, but I think it looks really good. you go. Alright, so there you have it. That's how we wound up to this point. The next video, I'm going to try to keep it nice and short. It's going to be just finishing it up and showing our final product. So, see you next time.